Columbia. He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come here. But how? A Lutece device. That's how he must have reopened the tear. Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Luteces before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. The Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here. These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heatsink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store are we gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here. Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. You say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough attack. Fix machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
do you all proud, gang. For the talent portion, I've chosen a song that's ever so dear to my heart, suggested by my dear, sweet mother. Your 12-year-old kick back and smile, smile, smile.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube. Got it. Now we need to find Old Man Winter and a CO2 scrubber.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
He's not
The value.
Did you come to Rapture because it seemed fashionable? Or did you intend to make something of yourself? If you don't keep ahead of the rest, you'll be resigned to follow.
I've been on this matter 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real acting.
Gosh, there's an awful lot of competition, and they're all so pretty. Why, a girl can dream, can't she?
Intellectual superheroes who, in the act, they are becoming, will destroy all, ushering in complete revolution. One mind at a time.
Mother always says it's important to be yourself. So here I am, 100% genuine art.
Make yourself.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why's that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That we'll need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything. That will happen, and now... Now... I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
That's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks. The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that.
Do you know what they call me?
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
You're so smart, you're stupid! You ain't no big shot around here!
When can I see you again?
Don't leave me!
The water surrounding Fontaine's department store have been sealed with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very do yourself. Leave any
You don't have my permission to leave.
right down in Fontaine's.
Don't seem Jake to me.
So make it great.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away! We're not finished! I ain't letting a good lead like you get away! Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you.
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower them on a lunette ring, submerged into the structure's steel frames. So much steel, you wonder. How will we keep so large a purchase from the government? Water is buoyant. We shall not frame Rapture in steel, but in aluminium. The government jackals may suspect me of building an air force, but never a city.
You're not getting out of this, dear, that easy. I ain't letting a good lead like you get away! Come on, lady. Let's work something out. I ain't letting a good lead like you get away!
Come back. I just want to talk is all.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
I didn't say you could go.
You're not getting out of this, dear,
I
that
want you to
easy.
stop following me.
Come on, lady. Let's work something out.
You don't have my permission to leave.
Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you.
They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the roofs. Light down in Fontaine's.
Ain't letting a good lead like you get away.
Jeez. Jumping in my own shit.
Got it. Just need to find Old Man Winter and we're done.
Very. Who hides from the light of reason?
Ryan's minefield is well laid out, grant him that. Yeah, but what security system made that ain't got a hole or two in it? If I was taking book down in Fort Frolic, I wouldn't like my odds. If I jig left when I should go right, there ain't gonna be enough bits of me left to set a crab's table.
What's that now?
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away. got a sweet idea for you. I ain't letting a good lead like you get away. We're not finished.
That sounded odd. Give me the cold shoulder.
What you here for?
Love, I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Getting out of this deal that easy.
I got work to do.
You ain't gonna do it again!
Without the snarl, conflict will become fixed, just stagnant. Ain't what you done to my friend here. What you do to my friend, you do to me.
Somebody's lurking about.
I just honored you.
Never respected me.
Hey. Guess the fella did this ain't far. Canary in a coal mine. Somebody's lurking about.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
Stop that right now!
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it, and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1968
Welcome to the circus of value.
bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th is a big founding of Rapture Shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia's real popular. If it's near New Year's Eve, then, hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant. So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th.
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure.
Who the hell are
I've been
you?
fixing quantum field generators since camp.
You'll never amount to nothing!
Sure, I hear you. Clear as a bell.
Don't leave me! You left me with nothing! This is what happens when you swim with sharks. It's all hate and sickness. I know they're talking about me.
Who the hell's that?
Hey, I know you're there. Come on out where a fella can see you. You're I made you a solid offer.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Gotta swap in the new cathode, too. The Suchong schematic showed it on the back of the device, I think. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Out of Eve. Suchong must have a supply stashed here somewhere.
Problem. Big Daddy will not imprint on the little brats. Yet Fink succeeded in imprinting his disgusting bird on his subject. How has Fink, this stupid man, succeeded where Suchong failed? If Suchong could obtain hair sample of Fink's subject, Suchong could determine delta of genetic material with little sister. Proof is in DNA pudding.
Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particle seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear!
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wanted something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Fink has a secret lab. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.